You know exactly what you should be doing right now. The task is sitting right there, and still, you can't make yourself start. It's not a big task, 10 minutes maybe, but your body treats it like you're about to jump off a cliff. So here's the truth that changes everything. You are not lazy. Your brain is running a survival program, and it's misfiring. In the next few minutes, I'll show you why starting feels impossible, and 5 tricks that slip right past your brain's defenses. Stick around for number 4. It's almost cheating. Let's start with what actually happens. You sit down to work, and in that first second, a wave of resistance hits you. Suddenly, you're thirsty. Your chair feels wrong. You should probably check one message first. Anything but starting. And the worst part? The guilt. Every minute you don't start, the task grows heavier. And the heavier it gets, the harder it is to touch. So you wait. You wait to feel motivated. You wait to feel ready. And that feeling never comes. Be honest. How many things have you been meaning to start? For weeks? Months? That's not a character flaw. That's a brain glitch. So let's open the hood. Why does your brain fight the very things you want to do? Your brain has one ancient job: keep you alive. And to do that, it hates one thing above all: spending energy. Starting something new is expensive. It's uncertain. It could fail. To your ancient brain, that uncertainty looks like danger. So it does what it was built to do. It floods you with resistance. Not because you're weak, but because it's trying to protect you. Here's the key insight. The resistance is strongest before you start. Not during, not after. Right at the threshold. Think about it. Once you're 2 minutes into a task, it's usually fine, right? The dread was worse than the work. There's even a name for this. Psychologists call it the activation energy. The hardest part of any task is not the doing. It's the crossing over into doing. That's the whole game. Your brain builds a giant wall at the entrance, but the room behind it is empty. So we're not going to fight the wall. Fighting it head on is exhausting, and you always lose. Instead, we're going to trick it. And wait, it gets better. Each trick I'll show you works on a different part of that survival program. Stack them, and starting becomes automatic. Trick number 1, the 2-minute lie. Here's how you use it. You don't tell your brain you're writing the report. You tell it you're just opening the document. Just one sentence. That's the whole deal. Why does this work? Because the wall only guards big, scary tasks. A 2-minute task is too small to trigger the alarm. It walks right through. And here's the magic. Once you start, motion creates momentum. You told your brain 2 minutes, but you'll usually keep going. Starting was the only hard part. Researchers found that unfinished tasks stay loud in your mind, nagging you. But the moment you start, that noise drops. Starting literally quiets the anxiety. Trick number 2, shrink it until it's stupid. If 2 minutes still feels like too much, go smaller. Don't go to the gym. Just put on your shoes. Don't write the essay. Write one ugly sentence. Don't clean the kitchen. Wash 1 cup. The goal is not the cup. The goal is to break the freeze. A body in motion argues less. Once you move, the brain stops protesting. Trick number 3, lower the stakes to 0. A huge part of resistance is fear of doing it badly. So give yourself permission to be terrible. Tell yourself out loud, this is going to be the worst first draft in history, and mean it. Perfectionism is just fear wearing a fancy coat. When nothing has to be good, there's nothing to be afraid of. And the wall loses its power. Quick pause. If this is landing for you, subscribe. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people stuck at the exact same wall. Trick number 4. This is the one I promised. The 5-second launch. The moment you feel the urge to do something, you have about 5 seconds before your brain talks you out of it. So don't give it the time. Count backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And move on 1. Physically, stand up. Open the file. Backwards counting interrupts the excuse before it forms. It sounds silly. It works anyway. The counting gives your logical brain a job, so the fear brain doesn't get the microphone. Bonus trick hidden inside this one. Say the first move out loud. Open the laptop. Just saying it makes your body more likely to obey. Words become a nudge. Trick number 5. Design your runway. This one removes the fight before it even starts. The night before, set up everything for the first action. Clothes laid out, document already open. Guitar on the couch, not in the case. Every step you remove is one less place for resistance to hide. You're not relying on willpower tomorrow, you're stealing it from tonight. So let's recap the 5. 1. The 2-minute lie. 2. Shrink it till it's stupid. 3. Zero stakes. 4. The 5-second launch. 5. Design your runway. Notice what they all have in common. Not one of them asks you to feel motivated first. They all create motion and let motivation catch up. That's the secret nobody tells you. Motivation is not the spark that starts the engine. It's the heat the engine gives off once it's running. And pair any trick with a tiny reward. Finish the 2 minutes, then stand and stretch, or take 1 sip of coffee. Your brain starts linking, starting with feeling good. Now let me tell you what changes when you actually live this way, because it builds on itself. The first week, it feels forced. You'll count 5, 4, 3, and feel ridiculous. Do it anyway. You're laying track. By week 3, something shifts. The gap between deciding and doing gets smaller. You start before the fear even wakes up. And here's what really happens. Every time you start despite the resistance, you teach your brain something. New tasks are safe. The wall gets shorter. You become someone who just starts. Not because you found endless discipline, but because you stopped waiting for a feeling that was never coming. But I have to show you the other side, because staying stuck also compounds. Every task you avoid tells your brain the resistance was right. The wall grows. And slowly, avoiding becomes your default setting for everything. The dreams don't die in one big moment. They die one skipped start at a time. That's the real cost of waiting to feel ready. And people around you feel it too. The friend who always says next week starts becoming the one who just did it. That shift changes how you see yourself. So here's your challenge. Right now, before this video ends, pick one thing you've been avoiding. Shrink it until it's stupid small. Set your runway, and then count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't wait for this video to end. Do it on 1. Move your body before your brain builds the wall. Because your brain will never love starting. That's okay. You don't need to win the argument. You just need to move before it begins. Your brain will always resist the start. But now you know the tricks that walk right past it. If this helped, subscribe so the next one finds you when you need it.